Hello everyone. Okay, let's provide the solution to this problem very quickly. X plus 1 to the power of 4 equals 4 to the power of 2. Now, this is very simple. We can start by taking the square root of both sides. Okay, so we take the square root of x plus 1 to the power of 4. Then we take the square root of 4 to the power of 2. But this will turn to positive or negative value, right? Now, remember that the square root of this is the same thing as x plus 1 to the power of 4 multiplied by 1 over 2. Okay, because of the square root, we'll have this, right? Then this is equal to plus or minus the square root and the square will cancel. So here we have 4. Now 2 will go into that. We have 2. So we're going to get x plus 1 to the power of 2 equals plus or minus 4. Now we can expand this. Okay, we can expand this. X plus 1 is in two places, and that's equal to plus or minus 4. So from here now, x times x is x squared. X times 1, that will be plus x. 1 times x, that is plus x. Then 1 times 1 is plus 1. So this will be equal to plus or minus 4. Now we have x squared plus 2x plus 1 equal to plus or minus 4, right? So now we have a two equation in one. We have two equations in one because of this plus or minus. So what will be the first step? The first step is to use the positive, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 4. Okay, so we use this. Remember, we'll still get back to this equation and pick the negative value of 4. Okay, so from here we have x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 4 equals 0. This is a quadratic equation. X squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So what do? We are going to solve this quadratic equation using any of the method of our choice. Okay, we can decide to factorize if it is factorizable, or we decide to use the formula method. So the question is, do you remember the formula? If not, think whether it is factorizable or not. Okay, I believe it is factorizable. Two numbers we multiply to get minus 3. I think we can use 3 and minus 1, because 3 times minus 1 is minus 3 and 3 minus 1 is 2. So these will be the two numbers we are going to use. Now this means that one of the factors will be x plus 3, and the other factor will be x minus 1. Then we equate to 0. Okay, meaning that it is either x plus 3 equals 0 or x minus 1 equals 0. And now from here, x is equal to 0 minus 3, and that is minus 3. Or from here, x is equal to 0 plus 1, and that is 1. So we are saying that x is equal to minus 3 or 1. Here we have two values. But remember that we left out one equation, so we are going back to pick it. Okay, if you can recall, this is the equation that we left out. This is the equation that we left out, and we picked the positive before. Now we're picking the negative. So we have x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus 4, because this negative 4 becomes plus 4 here, and it's equal to 0. Okay, so now we have x squared plus 2x plus 5 equals 0. And for this, I would like us to use the formula method. So our x is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. So our x will be minus b, that will now be minus 2 because b is 2. So we write minus 2 plus or minus b squared, that will be 2 squared, then minus 4 times a. A is the coefficient of x squared. A is the coefficient of x squared, and that is 1, so we write 1. C is the constant, and that is 5, so we write times 5 here. Then divide this by 2 times a, and our a is 1, so we write 2 times 1. Now x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus, we have square root of 2 squared, that will be 4, minus 4 times 1 times 5 will give us 20, and this is over 2. This is over 2, right? Now our x from here is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 4 minus 20 is minus 16, so we divide this by 2. Do not divide yet because this denominator is for both numerators. Okay, do not divide by 2 yet. So our x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus. Now square root of negative 16 is 4i. Because of the negative, we'll have it as imaginary number. So we divide this by 2. Now what do we do from here? X is equal to 2 can go here now, so we get minus 1. Then plus or minus, the same 2 will go into 4. So we have 2i. Okay, so we have minus 1 plus or minus 2i. Okay, so our x will now be equal to minus 1 plus 2i, or minus 1 minus 2i. So let's bring the four solutions together. The first, we got x to be equal to negative 3. X to be equal to negative 3. Let's call that x1. Then x2 to be equal to 1. Okay, these are the only two real solutions. Then we got x3 to be equal to minus 1 plus 2i. And then our x4 is equal to minus 1 minus 2i. So these are the four solutions. But remember that only two solutions are real, this and this. These other two are complex solutions.